Hello everyone, welcome to Technology for Next Vision. So today I want to share some knowledge about the tools. So whatever tools we are using on the daily basis in the development and testing. So before that I have some this is my Technology for Next Vision blog. In that you can learn whatever you want. There are different type of there are different type of technology based on the Java, like Spring Boot microservices, web, web, web service, and big data tools related interview database questions. This type of things you can learn in there. Even we have the Facebook page also for the Technology for Next Vision, and the YouTube channel also. In that you can subscribe to my channel. So these all are the tools we are using on the daily basis in this development environment, like Splunk tools is used for the log management, server monitoring. These things we are using for the Splunk. So if you will install the Splunk, then you can show the log on the in the UI format, like you cannot go through the Unix environment or particular path where logs will store directly. You can configure the logs related things in this Splunk, and then you can show in the uh, browser, like some URL will be there. According to that you can enter the URL on the browser, and then you can show the logs, manage logs. After that you can trace the logs, and then monitoring the server and details, whatever these are. This is the tools. So in the daily basis everyone is using these tools, like Splunk tools. Then second is the GitHub is used for this to store the code, like a repository where we can store the code. We can create the branch, we can share the code to someone, and any developer can modify the code, change the code, commit the code, clone the code from server to client machine. So this for this purpose we are using the GitHub. So anyone can see the code who has developed, and many things will be there, and many functionality also there. So this is the GitHub. And many people are confused about the GitHub and Git. So Git is nothing but this is the version control, like version control system for tracing changes in the computer files and coordinating the work of the among the multiple peoples. So it is used for this to access, like using the Git command you can access the GitHub repository. So for that purpose we are using the Git. And the second is third is this Eclima is used for the code coverage. So it is the plugins you can download, and you can install this plugin in the Eclipse and STS also. So there you can install and check the code coverage of this. So how many in testing code is covering for our code, like some percentage will be there. So it should be 80% or something will be there, like, so that you can know about the code coverage of the JUnit. Other also you can see in the sonar code coverage. Sonar code coverage is also provide the some dashboard. In that we have for that you need to configure that one, and then through URL you can access, and then you can check the how many code coverage happen, what type of message, which things has failed, what are the percentage. These things will be the use for the bugs, which code is not proper valid from this requirement. These things will be used in the sonar code coverage. So we are using on the daily basis Eclima code coverage and the sonar code coverage. And the other thing is, so you have understand about this, like Splunk tool. Splunk tools is for this log management, or this server monitoring, log tracing related, and then other is the Git versus GitHub. So Git is used to access the command. Through the command we can access the GitHub repository, we can push the code, commit the code, and access the whatever I want, give the permission, create the branch, and this anything. So today will go through the only for this overview, what all the tools we are using. Later, this is my first video, so that's why we are giving the overview. After that we can create the separate video for all tools, technologies, and the concepts. So GitHub, Splunk. After that we have done this, we are using Eclima and the Sonar code coverage, these things. And then other is the Postman we are using for this the web service. For that we are using the request, what type of request will come, request response will come through the get, post, put, delete options. There are different methods will be there. According to that we can find in the proper way. So there are two way you can install the Postman in your machine. Otherwise other is the extension also is the available. So REST client, suppose if you want to using the REST API, then you can use the REST client also. Another also is the SOAP UI, but SOAP UI is mainly using for this SOAP. So anyway you can use this for the REST also, but this is mainly used for the XML format, XML purpose. And other is the Kafka tools. Kafka also we are using like in the consumer, producer, and these things. So for this Kafka is used for the messaging purpose, to interact with the from client to server or server to client. So between there are different things will be there: topic, producer, consumer, topic. These things will happen. So through that we need to configure the Zookeeper and the Kafka we need to install. Apart from this we have JSON. JSON means in that JSON you need to convert the JSON value from the XML format. So whatever JSON we are creating on the daily basis, we need to check and validate. So through that validation we need one is the JSON validator. So this is the already online features also there. Otherwise we can download the plugins also. So if you enter the JSONs, then it will show like, your JSON is proper or not, and what type of mismatch like semicolon and other is. Suppose if you want to convert the XML to JSON or JSON to XML, for that Oxygen XML editor is there. Through that we can convert from the JSON to XML. Otherwise many other also tools is there and plugins is there. So for that you can convert the XML to JSON and JSON to XML also. And the new thing is we are working on this as mainly the technology whatever the growing in this market in the day, based on the Java, like a Spring Boot and the microservice, by using the Kafka and RESTful API service. So in the Spring Boot we can work on this STS like a Spring Tools suite, and the other is Eclipse. So there are different type of different way you can use. So in STS if I will use STS, then there are many plugins, and the JAS is already defined based on this Spring and Spring Boot related things is already in the STS. So that's why we are preferring the STS. So through STS you can download and you can use the Spring Boot project related to by using the microservice. Other is why we are using Spring, because Spring Boot, because today is the very most popular, and no need to create the jar, no need to use the jar automatically. Otherwise one thing is spring.io. So through spring.io through spring.io you can create the project according to whatever you want. There are many functionalities available. According to that you can use that one, and then you can directly you can inbuild your project in your Eclipse or STS, and then you can work on this requirement according to your requirement. So this is my first video, so that's why today I have gone through the discussions related for the tools, whatever tools we are using, and then just like a simple discussion. So first we have discussed Splunk, that is for the tracking, tracking, log management, or the server monitoring for purpose we are using. And the other is the GitHub. This is the repository where we are storing the code, and through it we can access the code. And then other is the code coverage. Eclima we are using for the code coverage, otherwise Sonar you can use. So Sonar, through that you can open the dashboard through the URL, localhost something port number will be there, according to you can use. After that you can see the code coverage, bug, or many functionalities there. After that we have used the RESTful API, Postman software, or RESTful client. So through there are two ways we can download the REST client, SOAP UI tools, or Postman also, and then we can check the services, what type of web service request will come, like post, get, put, delete options after that. And these are and the developing purpose we are using Eclipse and Spring IO. So today is the most popular is the Spring IO. In that many functionalities already inbuilt, so that we don't need to add Spring dependency related jar. Okay, and Spring IO, in that Spring IO we can create according to whatever I want. Whatever requirement will come, according to that we can create the files, and then we can import the files in the Eclipse and STS, and then we can work on that. There are different way in the Spring also: Spring Boot Cloud, Spring Security, Spring Microservices. These things we'll discuss later. So so thank you everyone. You can use this also. We have other blog also, Java technology update. In that there are different type of interview questions I have already uploaded, so that you can go through that blog also. Even in that, there one page is also there, Java technology update. You can like that page, and in that also same content will be there. Apart from this, other also technology for next vision. In that blog we are created mainly for this latest technology, like a Spring Boot, microservice, web service, big data, tools, interview, database, and the Java related questions, interview questions, so that you can prefer this site also, this blog also. And then you will go that blog, then there some page will be there like technology for next vision. Facebook page also, you can like that page also, and you can subscribe the YouTube channel also. Thank you everyone. Request you to subscribe the YouTube channel and got the new update be first. Thanks.